One song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast go ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Cool love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Fat liberation.
You're just straight up delusional. Biatch.
And anti-fatness.
You need to get fucked. Go to the fucking gym.
Create a safer and more equitable world for fat people.
Stop being such a poopy.
Fat phobic as fuck.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Full normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Testicles. Ooh. Welcome everyone to episode 24 Hundo and 29 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm.
Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your host? It's your boy, Papa Swole, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 Flexing on all you beats.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam, welcome to the show. Welcome to Thef. Happy Thef, everyone. We have an evening cast. We have a Swole After Dark. These are rare but delicious evening streams. And what better than a Friday evening to smash some knowledge cock with Papa and the fam. So let's give a nice golf clap for everyone. We also had a big day yesterday. We had a big day yesterday. We had a Swole day yesterday. It was actually our Swole year party. So another round of applause for the entire Swole fam. Swole year 2023. Huge success. It was ridiculous. So that was a big deal. That was a big deal yesterday. And that was last night. So it was a lot. And today was so damn beautiful. Earlier, so I was outside, I was doing stuff all day. It's been so cold the last few days. Of course, a lot of you are dealing with hardcore snowstorms and this and the other. Much worse than just temperatures in the low mid 40s. But it was so nice and had a nice day. So made some sick fucking gains. Did a nice quad focused leg day. God, did some nasty legs today. So drop in the chat, what'd you smash today? I hope you smashed. Usually this is Friday morning and I'm telling you, I'm asking you, did you go to the fucking gym? Are you going to go to the fucking gym? Are you going to delete, unfollow, unsubscribe, block out all the noise? Are you? So I want to hear in the comments down below, what did you do today to celebrate Thef? Now, let's remember that this is the last Thef of 2022. The last Thef, the final Thef. So really what we're doing today, because tomorrow is everyone else's New Year's Eve. We already had it. It's already the new year. But we are Theffing the entirety of 2022. We are Theffing 2022. In reality, this is our last Thef, the final Thef. The final Thef. This is pretty intense. This is pretty heavy stuff. All right. So make sure you hit the like button, share the stream. We are live everywhere. Of course, you can catch the video also. We just got the video up and running on Spotify. So if you listen on Spotify, now you can watch on Spotify as well. Check out all the links for the live streams, thedailyswole.com. All those links are in the show notes in the description down below, and also to submit a question. But we got questions. We got awesome Swole fam posts. We went over a lot of awesome goals yesterday that the Swole fam has for 2023. We dropped amazing new releases over there at Swolenormous X, so make sure that you are checking us out. Now's the time to join, because talk about fuck your resolutions. We're about to kick it off. We're about to have all those New Year's resolutioners entering the gym. Home gym for the win. Everyone's like, oh my God, all the machines are going to be taken. All the free weights are going to be taken because all these jabronis and jabbernets are going to rush to the gym for a couple of weeks and then fall flat on their ass. But hopefully they don't, but we know they will. But this is why the Swole fam has been crushing it every day. And we've been saying fuck your resolutions for the last 3 damn months. So it's nothing new. Business as usual. So anyway, join us today if you need programming, if you need yoga, if you need all 7 pillars.
Make sure the television,
Grandpa,
make sure you have the record player on at night.
No one listens to records anymore. If you need all those things, all 7 pillars we have taken care of for you inside Swolenormous X. Join us, fam. Swolenormousx.com. Now is the fucking time. Before we move forward, let's get a little tainty man. The tainty boy and the church are both 1 year old this past December on the 18th and the 23rd, respectively. So we got 1 year old pups now. They're getting bigger every day. So, you know, it's going to be a good year. I think 2023 is going to be an absolute fucking beast. And I'm really excited. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for every day. But this year, I have a feeling it's going to put 2022 to shame. How are we going to do that? Just you wait and see. Fam, let's summon the Falcon and get today's party started. Falcon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The final theft card of the year. Fuck it. Look, Leo's actually drinking. He's drinking the champagne. He's actually, now it's almost applicable. You know, it's the new year. So Leo, it's the only applicable time when alcoholic like yourself, Leo, should be drinking. Okay. Hashtag theft for a chance to win today's Swole card. Now let's spit on it and get right into that tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, Swole fam. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's go over one thing. We dropped a lot of new releases yesterday. For members, if you missed yesterday's Swole Year Party, we have it inside Swole TV in the Swole Party special events section. So we open up a new section for all the special events. So if you missed it or missed part of it, you can go and catch the replay. But I will announce right now over at papaswolio.com, I am going to announce or show on the screen. A bunch of you already picked it up, but a couple new releases. We have the brand new designs over there at papaswolio.com. Keep calm and get swole. That's a solid one. We also have the college design, Go to the Fucking Gym, which is awesome. That's such a sick fucking shirt, and the hoodies and the sweatshirts. And of course, we have Swole Wars, Return of the Gains in red and in yellow in terms of the logo. And of course, you can get all the different colors or whatever you want behind it. So we're always dropping fire merch over there at papaswolio.com. So make sure you check out all of that. All right. Remember, use code DailySwole for 10% off. Had another code on there. Oh, well, most of you are Swole fam anyway, but go check out the brand new merch. Oh, also, there's only like one more day. We're removing all of the Christmas and all the holiday stuff. So there's only 1 or 2 more days. We have a countdown timer on the site. So all the Go to the Fucking Gym, all the Christmas stuff is going to be gone. So, or most of it, like the real Christmas theme stuff. So the holiday stuff is going to be disappearing shortly. So if you have any last minute desires, make sure you go and check that out. Aight. All right, let's get into the first Swole fan post. Here we go. First one's from James, or should I say,
what's in the box?
Joe James. All right, James, first side angle pick I've taken in a long time. This one even had me asking who the hell that was on the right-hand side. Pillar number 7. And if you don't know, it's consistency, and holy fucking shit. That is unreal. If you're just listening, you're missing out on this image. Completely different person. Number 1, the beard. So I think we can all agree what a beard does. Yeah, Mark, it's exactly right. The beard came first. I think it's a vicious cycle. So you start making some gains, and then the beard grows more because beards like gains. So when you make gains, the beard starts to grow in more full. And then because the beard grows in more full, it helps perpetuate the ability to build and make sick fucking gains. Then you make more sick fucking gains, and then the beard grows even more. And because the beard grows more, you have more sick fucking gains. So it just snowballs into this, just amazing physique and, of course, an amazing beard. So it's momentum. You got to build that momentum. And pillar number 7 is consistency. So that is the backbone of James accomplishing this amazing feat, losing over 230 pounds, 233 fucking pounds. So good for you, James. And that's just an amazing picture. So shout out to James yet again. Jessica. All right, we got a Swolefession, and she writes, all right, it's Swolefession time. I've been eating like crap, protein bars, and dirty keto bullshit. I know better, and I see and feel the inflammation, and I can't do it anymore. I was deluding myself that because I wasn't eating the cookies and other holiday junk, that what I was eating wasn't as bad somehow. But the truth is, I wasn't deluding myself at all. I knew the whole time what I was doing. After years of eating clean, I don't even truly enjoy that stuff, and my body reacts so poorly to it. Inflammation, reflux, etc. It's time to get serious with the elimination diet. My workouts have been great and I'm gaining muscle, but I still feel like crap because of the junk I've been feeding my body. I'm posting this here to put it out before the fam and hold myself accountable. I'm intentionally starting today because it's not a New Year's resolution. It's just me getting back on my shit. Fuck your resolutions. Thanks for listening, fam, and thanks for helping me keep myself accountable. Absolutely. Good shit. Now's the fucking time. Keto, dirty keto. Most people don't even know how to do keto, and most people aren't even in ketosis when they think they are. All that keto stuff is pretty nonsensical. Keto is really not the important thing. The important thing is that you're eating quality foods. And of course, an elimination diet's going to navigate you, but a lot of times for a lot of people, keto is an excuse to suck down vegetable and seed oils, and you can easily do a very, very shitty version of keto. It can really zap your electrolytes and give you a lot of electrolyte imbalances. And of course, a lot of people just binge eat. So they do keto for a short period of time. They cut out carbs completely. They lose a lot of water weight. Hey, I'm getting results. And then because they're not getting real dense nutrition, they crash out, and they're still dealing with inflammation because they didn't really get to the food quality, source of the problem. And then they start binge eating, and then it all comes back. So yeah, if it says keto, it's probably not. If it says keto, it's probably not. The same thing, like real food doesn't have ingredient listings. You don't have a nutrition facts label on real food. You don't need nutrition facts label on a banana. Kelly writes, "Hey fam, it's been a while since I've spoken. Been supporting you from afar, but my personal life has been whack. Long story short, my husband has a recently emerged chronic disease that greatly impacts his independence, and now he needs assistance. Needless to say, trying to find a balance between helping him, working from home, managing the dogs, and taking care of my own needs has been hell. My nutrition and exercise have completely derailed. However, over the past year, through extensive rehabilitation, my husband has regained a modicum of independence. I can refocus and get myself back in line. I was going to just jump back into the 90-day dash, but I've decided to work through Swole Mastery, as it seemed like a better place to start with my current state. Anyway, thanks for reading, and let's get it." Kelly, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I'm so sorry to hear about that. With that kind of stress, it's a lot easier said than done to be like, you should still focus on your training, still focus on your nutrition. But that's neither here nor there. The most important thing is your husband's making progress, so we're all glad to hear it. And of course, getting you back on the flow and getting consistent is the most important thing. And I think it's a wise choice to jump back into Swole Mastery. And before you know it, you'll be back in the 90-day dash, and it'll be done properly. The most important thing, and I think you would agree, is to build that consistency. It's not going right back to what you were. This is one of the worst things that you can do. Not Kelly, but one of the worst things that you can do is to just go back to what you remember doing. A lot of times people fall off for whatever reason. I'm not a fan of falling off, but it's everyone has their own challenges and pitfalls and things that come up that interrupt the flow. That's why we want to be as adaptable as possible and fortify these habits. That way they don't break when we need them the most. But that being said, going back and like, you haven't been to the gym in 3 months. So you just throw the same weight on the bar that you remember doing. I used to lift in college. And then you go back and just throw 225 and you break your fucking leg, So it's very easy to think, because I remember doing it, because I remember doing these exercises or doing this kind of program or X, Y, and Z, you don't want to have fallen behind, but you did. And the most important thing that Kelly is doing is addressing and coming to grips with the fact that, all right, I fell off. I am behind the 8 ball, but I need to get back on an on-ramp properly rather than just, try to feed my ego and go right back to what I was doing, because it's been about a year. You can't just jump right back into what you were doing. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to be so sore. You're not going to be consistent. So the best thing that you can do is Swollen Sevens, yoga, Swolga, Swole Mastery. That's a great way to get back into it. So we're here for you, and let us know. Let us know if you need any help, and if you have any questions. We are here for you, and I think it's a good choice. I think it's a good choice to get back into it like that. All right, let's do one from Kimmy. And Kimmy writes, heading into year 3 with the fam. I have done all the programs a few times. I'm back at the 90-day dash, and holy fuck, humbling to say the least. I'm hurting. My biggest challenge is nutrition. The consistency of it is hard, but a work in progress. Keep hitting the restart. Don't ever think you are too advanced for the basic compound exercises. They fucking work. No fancy stuff required. Just do the work. At this time, since 2016, it's my life now. Not something I got to do, something I want to do. That's fire, right? Or not something you have to do, something you get to do. Positive. And, when we look at the 7 pillars, we see pillar number 7, consistency, but pillar number 7 applies to each previous pillar. There's consistency of managing your community and your environment. There's the consistency of nutrition. There's the consistency of training. There's the consistency of you paying attention and focusing on recovery. There's a consistency of mobility. So all of these different pillars have that fundamental, the consistency kind of runs underneath all of them. So it's really important to make sure that you're focusing on pillar number 7. And that's really the most important thing. You're going to adjust, you're going to adapt, you're going to have things that get in the way, you're going to have things that come up. You're always going to have these scheduling issues or life, quote unquote, gets in the way. But the most important thing is if you have those habits and you have those routines fortified to the best of your ability and you're able to adapt, then you can be more consistent. And the more consistent you are, the better your results will be. And in closing, our Swole fan post from Nancy. And Nancy writes, so in July, after lacrosse season for my son was over, I made a tracker for myself for workouts with notes. As you can see, I changed course here and there, but for the most part, I was consistently at the gym 3 days a week for all of that time. Just made a new one for this year and can't wait to start. The colors correspond with goals and steps to make those goals happen. I'm excited. So if you're looking at the picture, you see all sorts of colors and dots and stuff, and that's fantastic. Whatever floats your boat and whatever helps you be consistent. Good for you. Good for you. You know what this reminds me of? Let me zoom out a little bit. This reminds me of what we were talking about yesterday. So in the Swole Year party yesterday or last night, we go over all the releases that we've had through 2022 and we look back and you realize, oh my God, look at all the things that we've done, all the things that we take as normal, as standard in the Swole fam, and things that we do were maybe created back in January or March or April, and time flies and you don't realize how much you get done. Same thing with the workouts. But when you look at Nancy's picture here, it's the same concept. You look back and you see all the successes and all the struggles, and you see all these little notes and things like that go through. You don't realize how much you get done unless you're actually visualizing this kind of metrics. You see all the X's, you see all the workouts, you see all the things that she has accomplished. It's very easy to fall into, I don't feel good right now. I don't feel good right now. I don't feel like I'm getting results. I don't feel like I'm doing well. You're going to feel like you're not doing well, maybe pretty often. You might feel great once in a while. But rather than lean into that current feeling and that current bullshit emotion of like, oh, I feel like shit, I feel like I'm not getting results, you look back and objectively, you're putting in the fucking work. And it's a nice reminder. And it's a nice way to visually be like, hey, I am putting in the work. Look at all these check marks. Look at all these workouts that I did. And like yesterday, we were talking about how we released over 55 yoga classes this entire year. It's like, holy shit, 55, but we release at least one a week. So if you do one a week and we release a brand new yoga class and X every week, then guess what? It adds up to 52, 53, 54, depending, on maybe some weeks we release more than one, or how many recipes that we released at like 150 or 60 or whatever the fuck it was. So it adds up. Layers of paint, another brick in the wall, just a little stack that shit up. Stack that shit up. Let's get a little America. Stack it up. Yeah! All right. That's it for the Swole fam post. So if you're ready to join all those amazing people and myself inside the Swole fam, Nancy, Kimmy, congratulations on your 3-year Swoleversary. We have Kelly, Jessica, Joe, everyone inside the Swole fam. Join us, swolenormousx.com. Well, just literally just .com, but .com is fine too. Let's take some questions. If you have questions, drop in the comments. #AskPapaSwolio. We got a little tainty man there. Time to rehydrate a little bit. Why don't we drop that in the comments? Why don't we drop that in the live stream? What are your goals for 2023? Maybe some of you aren't members. What are your goals? Maybe you just want to reiterate here. Hold yourself extra accountable. What are your goals for 2023? Anything big and juicy that you're working on for 2023? What's it going to be, fam? Let's take a call from Aaron. We got one. You're live on the Sleazecast. Remember, if you want to call in, askpapaswolio.com.
Hi, Papa Swolio. My name's Aaron. I'm relatively new to your content. I've been listening to the podcast for a couple weeks now. I love it. I think it's really important. So, my question is, so I'm new to an elimination diet. I've been incorporating a lot of potatoes and meat. I've been heavy on the meat and the vegetables as well. Um, what kinds of other starches, if you will, or healthier starches, would you recommend for someone who has autoimmune diseases like diabetes, for instance? I'm a type 1 diabetic. I've been so for like the last 12 years now. I'm just now new to all this. So, I guess any advice for new foods or types of carbs to kind of fill me up, especially as I get ready to go to the fucking gym. Any advice helps. So, thanks in advance.
All right, appreciate your call, Aaron. Personally, I mean, I'm not a big fan of those. Sweet potatoes. I mean, if you're eating regular potatoes, those are nightshades. White potatoes are nightshades. It might give some people issues. Some people have issues with nightshades. But the carbs that I always did in the past were either some white rice or sweet potatoes. But I haven't had sweet potatoes in months. And same thing with rice. I really have no need. I've just been going with fruit. I've just been doing meat and fruit. Has been my go-to. So, one of the most important things with doing elimination diet is you need to test and see what works best for you. So some people might prefer having a little bit of sweet potatoes or a little white rice or something of that sort. They might really prefer it, but you don't know if you prefer it or if it works best for you until you remove it. Interesting little story is Mama Swole used to have a little bit more white rice, and we both haven't in a long time. And she had some food poisoning from some berries. I had it like a few weeks ago. It was with like some blackberries and blueberries. I don't know what's going on, but I had an issue like a few weeks or a couple months back, and she had it to like a day where she was throwing up, and she felt really like maybe there was some mold on the berries or something like that. I don't know. We didn't notice it, didn't taste anything weird, but that's where we kind of put our finger on it. And so she didn't really eat for a day or so. And then she just had some broth and she put a little rice in it. But then she felt really bloated and kind of, and she used to eat it kind of frequently. So, but it's been so long without it, it's kind of like she's reset. It's kind of like elimination diet. You think you're good with something, you remove it for a little bit, but it just doesn't feel as good to her as it did before. So my point being is you really need to, this is a process of you testing to see what works best for your body. So I don't know I don't know what else you're eating. I know you say you're like meat and stuff like that. The food quality is very important. The sleep is very important. Being a type 1 diabetic, I'm not sure if there's anything in particular for you as an individual that you have to do, but you might find that you are maybe performing better or feeling better if you remove some of these starchy carbs. I really do think they're overvalued. I don't think they're as important as people think that they are. We get very dependent on carbohydrates. It's very easy to just get, kind of, I don't want to say addicted, but you get very, it's in many ways a crutch because it is, a quick blood sugar spike in many ways. So there's different ways to prepare these foods. There's different food combinations, or with maybe grass-fed butter might slow the absorption of some of these sugars. But bottom line, a lot of times people rest or lean too much on carbohydrates when they are not focusing enough on sleep or hydration or other aspects of their nutrition. So I would just make sure that if you're testing things, with the elimination diet, you remove something for 4 to 6 weeks and you just enter back in one thing at a time so you notice or you can isolate. If you change too many variables at once, you won't be able to accurately measure or accurately gauge how those things are, or how those things that you're changing affect you. If you change 3 things at once, like, I feel better. Well, which one is it? Is it 2 of them? Is it all 3 of them? Is it 1 of them? So it's important that you test. So those are the things that if I were to have some of those carbohydrates aside from fruit, I've had, like, I would have some white rice. I would have some sweet potatoes. I just haven't in a while and I feel great without them. Doesn't mean that I'll never have any again. Doesn't mean I won't add it back in on a small level at some point, but I've just gradually, naturally drifted away from those foods, and I haven't had a desire to bring them back in. So it's important, and those are things that you can definitely overconsume, And if you're having trouble losing extra body fat or water weight or bloating, those are things that I would definitely start cutting down on and swapping out. But thanks for the call, and test those things one at a time. And if you're eating potatoes, I would opt for sweet potatoes, and maybe smaller quantities of white rice might be something that won't cause as much of an issue for you. So just some thoughts there. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Good call. Good question. Thank you for listening to the show, and I'm glad you enjoy. And if you have any follow-ups, if you're listening and you have a question and you call in, feel free to call back in if you want to add. One of the things that you realize when you do an elimination diet is how many aspects of your well-being are linked to the food. Like some people, when they have nightshades like tomatoes or white potatoes or eggplant, things like that, or red peppers, you'll have crazy fucking nightmares, or maybe you'll have some sweats. The thing is, when you're eating a lot of random shit, if you're just the average person and you're eating whatever the fuck you're eating, you're just eating whatever, hey, this can go in my mouth. So you put that in your fucking mouth hole. Anything that anyone's eating, you just eat things when you feel like eating them. You're just pure impulse. You don't know what these foods are doing. You might feel bloated, but what's bloating you? It could be a lot of things. You're not sleeping well. You're spending too much time on social media. You're not exercising. You're not hydrating enough. You're drinking a lot of soda. You're just throwing so much. It's just white noise. You're just throwing so much shit into your system. You don't know. You just know that you feel like crap. No kidding, you feel like crap. You're just poisoning yourself with everything in every aspect of your life. Once you start systematically removing these things and understand that you're your own scientist, you need to test these things. You remove and see how you feel. It just takes time. It takes patience, and it takes discipline. Shocker why most people don't do it. But when you do it, and you can drop this in the comments below, because most of you or many of you watching are members and you have done an elimination diet, drop in the comments. What was your biggest realization or epiphany from doing an elimination? It's just shocking and humbling how much food affects all aspects of your life. And when you really clear this stuff out, individual things, if you kind of waver a little bit, you go on a trip and it will hit you like a sledgehammer, and it's shocking. But you don't really, it's hard just to listen to me say this and be like, okay, whatever, sure. But once you experience it, then you're like, oh, I get it. It's one of those things that it sounds like it's just made up. Oh, food's not that big of a deal. You only live once, all calories, and it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. You don't realize how your immune system, your body's essentially, your immune system's on high alert all the time, because you're always throwing in these toxic ingredients. You're always throwing this sludge into your body, and it's constantly on high alert. So you just get used to that high alert state. Let's see. Annika, lettuce and cucumbers make me drowsy and nauseous. My goodness. Amy, the elimination diet was the best thing I ever did for myself. What did you find, Amy, that you had issues? That's a horrifying dream, Grizzly. Jesus Christ. Ate some nightshades the other day and had a dream Lizzo was writing me reverse cowgirl. Holy shit. And you were then taken to the ER because all your hip was fucking shattered.
You can be fat and be healthy.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Man, that's a boner killer right there. Oh, Fef, that dream. No more nightshades, Mark. No more nightshades for that guy. No nightshades for that guy. Yeah, it's not a dream. That's a night terror. Rael, elimination diet helped my migraines too. Neurologists never said cut it all out and add it back. Just cut out one item at a time when it's sugar and oil and everything else too. So yeah, a lot of people get rid of migraines when they cut it out. Migraines are a big one, for food allergies. Let's see. Amy, after the elimination diet, no more wheat, and especially nuts and nut butters for me. Amy can't have nuts. No more nuts for Amy.
Because
But you can still have sausage, though. So there's that. All right. Let's take another call. We got one from, Birdman. Birdman calling in. You're live on the Sleazecast.
Hey, Papa Swole. Just curious if you have any tips on how to have more energy when you're in the gym. I find myself lately just getting fatigued really fast. I'm sure that's a loaded question, but I figure you might have bunch of things that you might be able to throw at me.
Good question, and throw at you I can. So this is a call from askpapaswolio.com. Thank you, Birdman, and maybe you can also call back in. So energy in the gym, one, I would make sure sleep is paramount. So pillar number 4 is recovery. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Another thing, I don't know what your nutrition is like or what time you're training. That can also be a factor. Not that the time matters because you'll adapt to it, but it might matter like what you're eating beforehand. Are you eating before you train? What's your nutrition like? Et cetera, et cetera. What your goals are, what your training habits like, those types of things. So, obviously you're in the gym. Let's say you train an hour a day, 7 days a week, or, you do yoga. You're not just lifting heavy 7 days a week, but that's 7 hours out of 168. So you're not, a small percentage of your time, like 2-3%, is with lifting. The rest is outside. So the vast majority of your time, 97 or so percent, someone can do the math, 7 divided by 168. Most of your time is sleeping, is working, is eating, is showering. It's not in the gym. So what you do outside the gym, you don't want to say, well, it's more important than what you do in the gym. Well, if you're not doing what you're doing in the gym, then you're not stimulating the need for your body to develop muscles and to get results. So what you do in the gym is very important. That small percentage is very important. But at the same time, on a macro, the sleep is very important. Like you might be training 1 hour a day, but you need to be sleeping 8 hours a day. So you need to be getting that sleep. That's so important. Also, electrolytes. If you're not getting in sufficient electrolytes. So that's a nutrition type level question, but it's also hydration. So electrolytes mean hydration. So you can't just be drinking or consuming water. Most people, or many people, it's a major deficiency, is magnesium. Same thing with vitamin D. So this time of year, I don't know where you live, Birdman, but vitamin D is hard to come by, even in the South, even in Florida where I'm at. Just the angle of the sun, you're not getting, I think it's the UVB, you're not getting those rays that are actually causing your body to produce the hormone, the vitamin D. So you can supplement that super cheap. You can take 5,000 to 10,000 IUs depending on your levels with blood work, but most people aren't going to do blood work. But just taking 5,000 a day is going to make a big difference, especially if you're in northern latitudes. Vitamin D is important. So, organ meats are great. You get nature's multivitamin in bioavailable form. You're not taking synthetic vitamins. You're not just taking over-the-counter shit like Equate vitamins from Walmart and that kind of crap. So things like beef liver are fantastic. Heart's fantastic. Bone marrow, grass-fed beef, if you can access it. Make sure you're getting enough fats, also important. So what I say, vitamin D, magnesium. Magnesium is, I believe, the most the most common deficiency. So a lot of people need more magnesium. I'd recommend magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate. Personally, I use glycinate mostly. And in terms of electrolyte sources to get, good ratios of sodium, potassium, magnesium, you can go for Element, LMNT, or Redmond Relight, RELYTE. Those are 2 that I use. There's other kinds, but I like those because they're, unflavored. So if you are not getting in enough vitamin D or magnesium, because magnesium is also going to be for muscle contraction. It's going to be, it's a component of energy and muscle contraction, but also relaxation, recovery. So if you're not getting quality sleep or you're laying in bed for 8 hours, doesn't mean you're getting deep quality sleep. So magnesium deficiencies will negatively affect your recovery and your sleep. So, those things are also important. So magnesium, vitamin D, electrolytes, which includes the magnesium, but I think those are all some good ideas to get you going. So thank you for calling in, and feel free to call back in again if you have any with more information about your nutrition and shit like that and your lifestyle habits and stuff. Let's get some feedback. How many of you started upping your magnesium intake? Super important. Lacey, magnesium has changed stuff for me. That and Element. Nice. I agree. Tastes like chalky fish, but well worth it. Yeah, so you can get the pills. There's ones like pure encapsulations, I think. I didn't want all like the pills or the vegetable capsules, and I don't want any stearates, and you can find some good ones. But I just got the powder from Amazon, from I guess the company Bulk Supplements. Holy shit. It tastes like absolute fucking ass. It is one of the nastiest fucking things that's why they're in capsules. Let me just tell you that. That's why they put them in capsules. It tastes like fucking shit. It tastes like just nasty fish juice. It's gross. but it's not much. It's like a little tiny bit of powder. It's like, mix it up and then it's over. So I don't care. It's cheaper. It's easy. I can also dictate how much I want. Of course, you can just take 1 pill or 2 pills, but the powder was like 20. How much is it? Like $20 for it? It just goes so long. You get a little micro scale and you get a little capsule and you can like weigh it out. You take a couple 100 milligrams, boom. Aaron, let me just tell you, Aaron says, I just started drinking Calm before bed. It's definitely helping. That's magnesium citrate, I believe. I don't think it's carbonate. If you have too much of that, you will piss out your asshole. I would actually recommend getting magnesium glycinate. I think you'll like it a lot more. I think you'll sleep better. Some people like magnesium threonate as well, but glycinate is great before bed. So I would look into that, like the powder. I think you might like it more than Calm because it's better absorbable. It's better digestible. Plus you're getting glycine, which a lot of people are deficient in glycine too. So it's magnesium glycinate. So you're getting a glycine molecule. Yeah. There's also, Aaron says, thankfully that hasn't happened yet. But yeah, you can literally, Calm is magnesium carbonate. Okay, so it's not citrate. But citrate and carbonate, you will talk about loose stools. You will be like, I thought that was my butthole. You just pee. You're just going to pee out your ass. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to get the shits. But I've never had that issue with glycinate. Just saying. Let's see. JK, Papa, any concerns with using UI pronounced ooey? Ooey oil? Oh, come on. Are you trolling me? Ooey oil? UI? That's an oil? I have never heard of it in all my years. As a muscle relaxer and treating sinus allergies. Pronounced ooey. UI? I thought you were talking about like user interface or something. Ooey oil? Ooey oil. Oh, come on. What is this? Any concerns? Well, I don't even know what you're talking about, so I can't answer that question. Wang Chunghua? What's Wang Chunghua? Miyagi say, ooey oil. Very bad. Very bad. Wang Chunghua. All right. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Not the best soundboard for it, but I had to I had to hit something. I've never heard of it. So is that like what you get at those like Chinese restaurant or those Chinese warehouse things where you can go and get like oolong tea? You know, those little Chinese stores where you can go in and get like all the, like those little discount stores. Never heard of it. If anyone else like Googles it or something, let me know in the chat. Interesting. Poop soup. John, I take magnesium every night before bed. I advise 2 people I know to take it because one had foot cramps, another leg pain. Both mentioned significant improvement. People are so severely deficient in magnesium. If you have like restless leg syndrome, like restless leg or night cramps or your toes cramp, magnesium. Take some more magnesium. Yeah, at least it'll improve it tremendously. Most likely. Not medical advice, just logic and common sense. If you look at the podcast description, I have a double doctorate in logic and common sense. So I say that Asian stores have them. Works great as a topical anesthetic or under the nose for sinuses. Huh. Ooey oil. Oh, all right. So now you're, Jesus Christ, Annika. So Annika just copied and pasted. Artemisia argi dingchang, flos carafili gangkao, radix glirhizai, shingren, semen. Does that say semen? Arminacia? Semen? They have semen in it. So you're putting semen in your nose. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't go there. At least choose a different orifice. Sangui draconis tea tree oil, cinnamon oil, peppermint, and paraffin. Well, I mean, I know those. Okay. I would watch out for the semen. Juji. Watch out for the semen. All right? Watch out for the semen.
Because
Semen for sinuses. I mean, I guess if you shoot it in the wrong, you'll... The dragon. All right. Where were we, for fuck's sake? Let's quickly move on. Let's move on, like now. All right. The semen one is almond oil. Ah, come on. I'm not buying it. The semen one is almond oil. I don't know. But thank you, Annika. I appreciate it. And a salute to everyone's language and culture that I butchered. So, now I'll look into that. I haven't heard of it, but sounds good. Fef that oil? A reasonable alternative. Puts it back on... That is a reasonable alternative. Puts it back on the shelf. All right. Let's do this one from DW from the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Let's see. Looking at getting a sauna. I'm leaning towards a traditional electric heater, but infrared is so much cheaper and more available. Asked Papa Swolio. Yeah, they are. I don't know if those are any good. A lot of them, one of the issues is EMFs. So electromagnetic frequencies. So some of them say low EMF, like, I think hit or miss. I have a traditional electric one with the sauna stones and things like that. All the research, I believe, has been done with the traditional saunas. And I like it because you can have sauna, steam sauna. I think the infrared doesn't heat the air around you. It just heats you. I don't know. I'm not a rotisserie chicken. So I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard anything really good about them. I haven't really heard anything bad aside from EMFs but I know they're less expensive. But, less expensive doesn't necessarily mean that it's better. It's less expensive for a reason. Just saying. In my opinion, if you're going to go for a sauna, and if you can, go for quality. I mean, personally, I had the option. I went for stone. You can get, sometimes there's discounts. You can get the traditional, finish, rock sauna. Like Almost Heaven makes really good, well-priced saunas. And they make small ones. They make single saunas for like $3,000 or $4,000. I know it's not necessarily cheap, but it is more like a one-time purchase. You're not buying a sauna all the time. So it's definitely an investment, but it's an investment that can reduce your risk of mortality, all-cause mortality by 40 or 50% if you do it a few times a week. But a couple of things you can look into. You can get a small 2-person barrel sauna. I think that will keep in... one of the things that you might want to look into is, a smaller sauna will heat up faster. So you can get like a barrel sauna or a small sauna. If you're just doing it for one person at a time, you don't need a big sauna. It'll heat up faster. Just some thoughts. But I have the rocks. Papa likes the rocks. Let's do one more question because we have it, and we had overtime after. We're going to have to wrap this up soon because it's going to get late. We got to do an overtime segment. For members, you could join SoulNumberSex.com, get access to all the private live streams. Before we do, this one's from Dhruv Sharma. All right, this is going to be exciting. Maybe we're going to talk about some semen.
Bro, can you help me building with the muscles because I am literally a thin guy, so please give me some advice for building muscles in a body. And bro, love you from me. I'm one of the biggest fan of you. So please answer my question, bro.
I appreciate the call. Man, did anyone hear what he said? That was so quiet. Did anyone pick that up? What was that? Let me try it again. That was so quiet. I think it was the beginning. You want to build yourself up like muscles? That was so quiet. I almost didn't pick it up. No one heard it?
Bro, can you help me building with the muscles because I am literally a thin guy, so please give me some advice for building muscles in a body.
Okay.
And bro,
he's a really thin guy, and he really needs help with building the muscles in the body. Got it. I appreciate the call. Man, people, please speak up. Please speak up. I really appreciate the support and everything. Very basic question. I'm not sure where you're from, but it's going to come down to 2 very simple things. Do not let anyone overcomplicate shit for you. Seriously, do not let people complicate shit. You need to eat a lot of protein. All right? A lot of beef, chicken, eggs, fish, and you need to lift heavy fucking weights. So there's two things, okay? Of course, D, I'm going to call you D or Dhruv. Go to swolenormousx.com, download the 7 pillars. They'll give you a lot of foundations. They'll give you a lot of swolosophy to go over too. But there's two things. You need to create a stimulus, and that's going to be the lifting weights. You need to cause your body to, the muscles to be stimulated and to essentially cause micro tears and stress in the muscles and in your skeletal structure, your musculoskeletal system and your nervous system, which is going to trigger an inflammatory response and your body needing to repair. So what do? You need to eat sufficient protein, get quality sleep, eating enough calories, but mostly protein, enough calories from protein for sure. You can aim for, anywhere up to like just below or above a gram per pound of body weight. That's like a loose foundation. Really, you want to go off your lean mass. So if you're more skinny, you might want to just go more off like your body weight, 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. And if you are recovering properly and lifting properly and causing that kind of stress repeatedly over an extended period of time, your body is going to lead your body to using the protein and the fuel that you're consuming to repair the muscles and to build the tissues thicker, larger, in order to handle that stress. So if your body expects that stress, it needs to adapt to that stress over time. And it's just a process. It's a process of you creating that stress, you fueling your body properly to recover from that stress and exposing your body to that stress repeatedly over the course of months and years in order to stimulate actual physical growth to be able to handle that stimulus. And as you do that, as your body grows and adapts, you increase the stimulus, you lift more weights, you lift heavier, you go to the gym more frequently maybe, and you can build more muscle over time. So it takes a long time. It takes a long time. That's a very basic fundamental question, but if you take that basic fundamental approach I just gave you, it's simple. Most people just don't go hard enough. They don't put in the work. Thanks for calling. Remember, if you have any questions you want to submit, go to askpapaswolio.com, call in. We'll take some more tomorrow for Swole Slut Saturday. All right. Hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's Swole card, fam. Let's go. Balls D.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's D.
All right. So let's scrape, fam. It's time to scrape the undergunch. The undergunch of the interwebs. My goodness. This is likely to be a hot mess. If you're easily offended, this is the time to stop watching the show. But we don't stop watching the show, right? We turn the fucking heat up. Everyone is ready for some balls deep. We scrape, we watch, we expose our eye holes to horrific events on the internet. And, we just see what's going on out there. There's a lot to unpack here today. It seems like, yep. Yeah, this is going to be as horrifying as I anticipated. So, who told you could eat my cookies? Fam, yeah, I mean, Mark, if Grizzly had a horrible nightmare about Lizzo writing him, this is going to be much worse than Nightshades. Doing the show at night's probably not a good idea because you are probably going to sleep. Everyone's going to have a rough night. Let's just put it that way. Bring the heat. Let's fucking go then. Let's fucking go. Joe says, bring the heat.
What's in the box?
Oh my God. Ever served in a forward area?
Ever served in a forward area?
Let's start off with a short one. This is called Energy Balance of Obesity. Energy Balance of Obesity. I don't even know what that title means. So this is a response to a TikTok post that says, nope, what was proven is that it's more complex. The body doesn't produce calories out of pure air. Okay. So in other words, the person commenting on TikTok is saying, you don't gain weight just by sitting there. Air has 0 calories, based. It obviously doesn't. You can't just, yum, energy. Doesn't work like that. Okay, so here we are going to pretend like you gain weight by just existing. Roll tape.
The energy balance model of obesity, which is calories in, calories out, which is what you're talking about right now.
The energy balance of obesity is calories in, calories in. Thank you.
Was never proven. Ever. In fact, it was proven wrong. Have a day.
You make me happy.
Did she just say the laws of thermodynamics don't exist? She goes, the energy balance model of obesity? No, it's not of obesity. It's an energy balance model of science, essentially, which is energy in, energy out. Laws of thermodynamics, which is what you're talking about right now, was never proven ever. In fact, it was proven wrong. Have a day. I'd rather have a day than eat a day. All right, go to the fucking gym.
Matt Damon.
This is why that fam, that's an appetizer. It's an appetizer. It's an appetizer. Okay? You don't just sit down and just fucking just start. Well, sit down and eat a steak. But that was an appetizer. That was a balls deep appetizer. That was the first slap. That was a little tickle. We're still going deeper. We're still going, don't worry. There's no shortage of shaft. There's more.
Wait, your biggest stickers? Here's of this.
There's more. This, if anything, Balls Deep will remind you to get off your fucking phone. Just stay off social media. Watch the show, listen on Spotify, watch on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you bang your ear holes, watch on YouTube, and then go back to your amazing life. Let's see. Rebecca, she's arguing fat people have no control over getting that way. They're just magically fat. If that were true, starving to death would be impossible. Yeah, well, just magic. A lot of magic. We all live in, we all just like this Hogwarts fantasy. Okay. These next two are both going to be, these are both going to be tough to swallow. Both of these individuals probably should have been swallowed. Let's do, what do you think? Should we talk about cis people? Should we go cis or should we go queer? We got to, how about number one, cis people don't know shit, or queer versus gay? Ooh, this is going to be fucking lit. Hadouken! This is going to be lit.
Emotional damage.
Oh man. This is going to be spicy. Why is it spicy? All right, let's finish with let's finish with queer. Why not? Why not? We're making shit up all day long here. All right. The gay stuff. Cis pisses me off. It doesn't matter. All right, and then we're going to go into overtime, so let's wrap this up. Cis people don't know shit. They're both short ones. That's what she said.
What's in the box?
Let's go. Let's go.
It's interesting how little cis people actually know about biological sex. Like, your chromosomes dictate everything, and you'll never be a real boy or a real girl. Do you know how easy it is to completely change your body with hormones? I grew a penis within my first month of being on testosterone. I started having full-blown boy puberty around month 3 or 4. Trans women can grow breasts, exactly like cis women can. Trans women can lactate. Everything you think you know about how bodies are set in stone and can't be changed, you're literally just wrong.
You laugh at the end. Was that a troll? Was that legit?
There's tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
Come on. We're just going to play these, and I'm just not going to say anything anymore. Those words were, there's a lot of words there. I don't think the order of the words or the meaning of the words, I don't think you understand what those words
You keep using that word.
are.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
Joe, she grew a penis. I know guys that can't do that. Oh,
Emotional damage.
Yeah. All right. Oh, man. We woke up the church. You okay, baby? That was horrifying, wasn't it? I know. That was crazy. I know. That was scary. It's okay. It's okay, cutie. It's okay. Daddy's here. Daddy. Oh, let's get some belly rubs. We get some belly rubs, and then it makes it all better. This is what we got to do. We have to wash, and purify. We have to exorcise the demons. Don't spread your legs that much. Respect yourself. You're so cute. Stop showing your dog puss online. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're a good girl. All right, little dog break. Gratuitous church. All right, excellent. Excellent. And the Tainty Man. And she's back. She just locks it all up. I'm back. All right. I feel better now. That video gave me like acid reflux. All right, let's do one more. One more.
What's in the box?
And then we're going to go into overtime. All right, here we go. This one is... All right, here we go. Let's just do it. Like a Band-Aid. Right off.
I will no longer call a person queer if I don't see them participating in queer politic. You're gay. Sure, you're gay. That is not the same as queer.
Huh.
If you haven't put a mask on in a week, not queer. You're just not queer. You're not. Queerness is supposed to be radical. It's supposed to be about supporting each other, helping each other, and making sure that we lift up from the most vulnerable of our community. A lot of you gays are not acting like queers right now, so I'm not gonna call you queer.
Yo, is this... That can't be a serious statement. That didn't even make any sense. That literally didn't make sense. That didn't make any sense. That made no sense.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
That can't be a real thing. Do you think that was real? I feel like these are all trolls now. That just seemed like so... That was so, I don't know. That was so overly expressive. What was it at? Monster? I don't know. Anyway.
Shut up, bitch!
All right, let's give away today's Swole card. My God, it seems like it might have been fake. All right, let's get a little Tainty Man. Oh, in the church. Oh, I feel better. Everyone feels better.
You switched the samples.
So much better. Okay, let's give away today's Swole card, and then we have overtime that will stream inside the Daily Swole Telegram chat and Swole TV, so you can start switching over shortly. Let's give away today's Festicles. Here we go. Falcon, kick us off. Give away this fucking shit card. Let's fucking do it. Someone define queer for me. We're just making shit up now. We got a winner. It is Giovanna, or Giovanna. I like a soft J. Congratulations. Effort. All right, Giovanna, send us an email to support@swolenormers.com. Swole card 2429 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Fucking sweet. Fucking sweet. Excellent. Excellent. Congratulations, Giovanna. Lady Hawk, queer is actually a Marxist term. What isn't a Marxist term these days? Meaning to subvert the status quo. So just being LGBT plus and not being a raging commie doesn't count. Oh.
We choose truth over facts.
Okay. Well, makes sense. Makes sense. So you have to be I don't know, all the revolutionaries are queers or something? Who knows? Who cares? Go to the fucking gym. Hashtag Fef, congratulations. Let's get into overtime, beaches. It's time for some OT, sluts. Let's fucking go. Overtime. Overtime. It's time for overtime. Overtime rhymes with overtime.
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball! Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn!
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
What are you doing? Hey, go back to your bed. Say hi to the fam. Lay down, buddy. We still got overtime. We still got OT. Daddy's about to riff with some piano cock. Don't nobody go nowhere. Fucking hell. Yeah.
He's on fire! I am the danger.
Mr. Strickland.
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
What happened to your queer party friends?
Hey, all right. Cerny said Rufus has long legs. So does Papa. Oh my God, fam. SwoleNormousX.com. Join us for all the private live streams. The Balls Deep is epic. And of course, you know, we take our 7 pillars seriously. We take our Swole fam very seriously. But it's a fun time. Like, now we're just looking at this. There's no rage anymore. It's just like, what? What is happening? What is happening? What is fucking happening? Where am I? What time is it? What year is it? Fam, it's time to go into OT. Let's hit this fucking button. Let's get this party started.
Finish him!
All right, it is time for OT. Let's kick this off here. Let's get the sidebar. Let's kick away that 329. Let's get the overtime sidebar. Let's fucking go. All right, now we're there. All right, head on over right now to the Daily Swole Telegram chat. That's where overtime is going to take place. And of course, when you join the fam, you'll get access to the accountability meetings, all the release parties, of course. In 2 weeks, we'll have another Swole Fam roundtable. It's going to be lit. Join the greatest fam in the realm. I can't speak more highly of the Swole Fam than I already do, but I will continue to. The Swole Fam's the fucking shit. So overtime starts right now. If you're a new member, log into your account, go to your homepage, like log into your account, swolenormoussex.com, and on your homepage, you'll see all the Telegram chats. Go to the Daily Swole Telegram chat, not the normal Swole fam mass group chat, the one specifically for the podcast and for all the private live streams like Overtime. So the Daily Swole Overtime, the Daily Swole Telegram chat. And of course, if you can't catch it now, when you join, you can catch all the previous Overtime segments. We record them and then we upload them later, so you'll never miss it, even if you can't watch live, but it's a lot of fun. So fam, I see Nancy, Cerny, Loretta, everyone coming into the Telegram chat. Awesome. Fam, we will see you tomorrow for Swole Slut Saturday. So get ready for that. And we'll be doing that earlier today. Today was just... felt like an evening cast and a lot of stuff got done. It was a beautiful day. So tomorrow will probably start bright and early with Swole Slut Saturday. So of course I'll Swole text you and let's fucking go. Thanks for being here and we'll see you tomorrow for Swole Slut Saturday. Now it's time for Overtime. Peace McGee's, Deuce Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
I just wanna win on the low, like you making demands, I said